A homeowner who held a suspect at gunpoint after his neighbor was assaulted finds himself facing felony charges. And now we've learned the district attorney's office is pulling a 180, filing a motion to dismiss the case. The decision came after Chief Investigative Reporter Eric Ross obtained exclusive home surveillance video that both police and the DA's office say they did not have at the time those charges were filed.
The man you're about to meet says he thought he was doing the right thing by coming outside with a gun when he heard a loud noise and saw his neighbor in the street asking for help. But in a bizarre twist, both he, his neighbor, and the alleged attacker all ended up getting criminally charged. That was until we obtained video evidence that helped clear their names in court.
We were the ones that called the police, and they treated the perpetrator as the victim.
I was just assaulted by some girl out here in a car saying she was delivering. Now she's hit another car.
Here's what happened. Around 5 in the morning, Lisa Floyd went outside to see what was going on after she says a suspicious car with no connection to her neighborhood kept driving up and down her street and making noise.
I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "I'm delivering mail." And I said, at 5 in the morning, I said, "This has been going on since 3:30.
Surveillance video shows the woman, later identified as Nia Smith, cruising up and down the street. Another camera angle later shows the same white sedan parking in front of a neighbor's mailbox. Smith gets out and then gets back in the car. A few minutes later, Lisa says she's going around the car to take a picture of the license plate to report it to police. That's when Smith jumps out.
She had knocked off my glasses and my phone.
We counted a total of 5 punches before Smith realizes she didn't put her car in park, which rolled down the hill and hit 2 other cars. The crash woke Lisa's neighbor Larry up, who came outside and heard Lisa calling for help and Smith getting back in her car.
The lights came on, the engine started, and she was backing out. And that's when I put the gun up to the window and said, "Get the keys out of ignition, get out of the car," because Lisa had called down to me from the top of the hill that, "Don't let her leave, I've been assaulted." I had no idea whether she had been knife shot or what was going on. So I thought I had done well.
But police did not see it that way. Smith said she felt threatened by Larry's gun, and Larry was charged with felony menacing. Lisa, despite never throwing a punch, was charged with disorderly conduct for fighting in public, while Smith, Lisa's alleged attacker, was charged with disorderly conduct and careless driving and was allowed to leave.
There's no accountability. All down the chain, there's no accountability.
We caught up with Lisa after the case against her and Larry was dismissed. They believe in part due to the video evidence which we presented in a recent newscast. It was video footage police ultimately admitted they did not have at the time of the arrests.
We had to raise a fuss thanks to the Channel 5 coverage and my lawyer to even get the videotape to where the DA could see it. Or this whole thing would have just proceeded right down the road without that security footage, which made all the difference in the world.
You have kept in contact. You took, even though what we were facing, just knowing that someone was hearing us, was hearing the truth, was a huge weight lifted off, just and a comfort to know that somebody was looking out for us.
As for Nia Smith, the woman caught on camera punching Lisa, she has a pretrial readiness conference scheduled for February. We'll keep you posted. Always watching out for you, I'm Chief Investigative Reporter Eric Ross.
Eric, great job. And as always, if you have a problem or issue you'd like Chief Investigative Reporter Eric Ross look into, call our tip line 719-228-6275 or send an email to news5investigates@koaa.com.